All
I'm
right.
going to mute myself.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to mute everybody. All right. So welcome. Happy Saturday. After a rainy Friday night, we have a beautiful day. So let's come to a comfortable seat. Again, I'm just going to wait here just in case some other people decide to pop on. And allow yourself just to settle in. Take some nice big deep breaths in and out through the nose. Maybe you let the eyes close. And then we'll start to gently just roll the shoulders up, down, and around a couple times. And then maybe you switch directions. Good. And then we'll take the head and gently, I just want you to go forward and to the side. Try not to go back just yet. And just taking a couple moments here to work out any kinks in the neck before we get started. Good. Then bring your head back to center. Nice. And now we'll come to our centering. So sitting nice and tall. This time really let the eyes close. Take some nice big full breaths in and out through your nose. And set an affirmation for your practice and for yourself this morning. And let it be a simple I am statement. So as you breathe, you can use a moving meditation of your inhale being I am and your exhale being your word. So I am strong, I am beautiful, I am going with it, whatever it may be. I am healthy, I am radiant. And let it be one that's close to your heart. Right? Or sometimes we just need to remind ourselves that we are these affirmations. And as we move and breathe, keep your affirmation in your heart and in your mind. And then feel your hips and legs heavy and rooted into the mat, into the earth. And then from that rooting, feel lift up through the back of the spine. And on the next inhale, allow the shoulders to roll up towards the ears. And as you exhale, shoulders will draw onto the back as the crown of the head reaches nice and tall to the sky, sitting the tallest that you have all week. And then we'll bring our hands in front of the heart center. And I'll open class by singing the sound of Om one time. And you can sing along or you can just listen. And I'll take a full breath in. And we'll bow our heads to our very own heart. Release the hands, open the eyes, beautiful. Let's come onto all fours. So your hand's gonna go directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. All right, spreading your fingertips wide. On the inhale, look up to the sky, tailbone's gonna lift. Good. As you exhale, you round and press the floor away. Keep going. I'm just going to move a little closer. Inhale, look up to the sky, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round, press the floor away. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Couple more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round. Let's do one more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Then from here, we'll tuck the toes under and lift the hips all the way up and back to a down dog. Beautiful. Once you're there, very slowly pedal the feet out. Right? Bend one knee, straighten the other. Shake your head, yes. Shake the head, no. We're going to do some pumps with our heels. So on the inhale, you'll rise up onto the toes, lift the heels up. Nice. As you exhale, let the heels gently drop down. You don't have to touch them to the ground. Remember, you always want to keep them lifted somewhat. Good. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, heels relax. Last one. Inhale, rise onto the toes. Exhale, heels relax. Beautiful. However we get there, now our left foot's going to step forward between the hands. Right, staying high on the ball of your back foot, we're going to take a moment here and just lengthen through the chest. Right, so your butt moves back, hips lift up, chest reaches forward. If you have a prop nearby, if you need a block, or like I was using a candle a couple weeks ago, you can always use that, and place it underneath your fingertips. It's giving you a little bit of height. And then from here, fingertips will walk out on a diagonal to the right. Your right knee can stay lifted or lower it down and gently wag your hips side to side. And listen to our body. If our body's like, I think I might need to lower the back knee, better to lower it, right? Better to take the adjustment. And then we'll bring the hands back to center. Let's plant the right palm down. Again, if you need your prop, you place it underneath the hand. The left arm's going to reach up, look up either to the sky or down towards the ground. Keep drawing your left hip back, right hip forward. Your left shoulder's tired today, hand comes to your low back. And we open through the chest. And then we'll inhale. If your left arm isn't lifting up, we're going to reach it back up. Exhale, hands release down. We step back to a down dog. Take a moment back in down dog and breathe. Again, your other adjustment is to rest in your puppy pose or child's pose. And then we're going to lift up onto the heels up onto the balls of the feet 3 more times. Inhale to rise up onto the toes. Exhale, let the heels relax down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, relax. Good. Last one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, relax. And then our right foot's going to step forward between the hands. We're staying up on the fingertips. Chest reaches forward. Right? Your hips stay lifting up. I don't want to see any sagging hips. And breathe. Scissoring the legs towards one another. Good. Beautiful. And now we'll walk the hands out on a diagonal to the left. Your butt will stick back behind you and we wiggle a little side to side. Beautiful. On the inhale, hands come back to center. Left palm's going to plant down. Right arm's going to reach up to the sky, lean back. Drawing both shoulders back. Again, keeping the hips high. Yeah. Take another full inhale. Exhale, hand releases to the mat. Down dog once again. Couple breaths, pedaling the feet out, shaking it out, let it feel good. And as we take these transition poses like down dog or child's pose or coming to a forward fold, coming to your affirmation and use that as a time to repeat it to yourself. And from here, we'll rise onto the toes, look between the hands. As you exhale, bend the knees. You'll walk or float your feet to the top. On the inhale, you'll lengthen halfway. As you exhale, you're gonna fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Good, a couple more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. On the inhale, we're gonna sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Beautiful. As you exhale, hands come to the heart center. Take a moment to adjust yourself, coming to an upright position. We've already done a decent amount of down dogs. And then we'll start to move with the breath, right? Moving in cadence with our breath. On the inhale, arms will rise. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Couple more. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Last time. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Nice. Now as you exhale, we'll take the hands, interlace them behind the back. So your hands can stay on the low back or they might extend downward. Right, we broaden through the chest. Draw the shoulders back. Maybe look up to the sky. And then as you exhale, we're gonna bend the knees. Stick your butt back and then fold forward. Hands can come up off the low back or they might stay on the low back. And from here, we gently rock side to side. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Let it feel really, really good. And then releasing the fingertips down. Inhale, broaden through the chest, lengthen. Beautiful. As you exhale, we're gonna plant the palms, step back to a down dog. We're gonna roll through plank with our breath. So on the inhale, roll forward to plank. As you exhale, come back to a down dog. Good. You can also drop your knees too. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, we roll to a plank. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's inhale, roll to a plank. Now as you exhale, we're gonna lower to the belly however you get there. So you can lower through your push-up position, or you can lower the knees, lower to the belly. Untuck the toes and then you'll press into the palms. Chest is gonna lift up to a cobra. Good, first time, we're gonna just rock a little side to side. All right, you can look over one shoulder, and the other shoulder. Good. And then we come back up through all fours, and then back to down dog. Beautiful. Couple deep breaths in your down dog. And then on the inhale, let's rise onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, we fold. We have two more sun salutes. Inhale, lengthen through the chest. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, roll through plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, the chest is gonna rise to cobra. Beautiful. Exhale, back up through all fours, and then down dog. Feel how strong you are as you go through these sun salutes and through the positions that we have coming up ahead. Then we'll inhale to rise onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump your feet forward. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway, lengthen through the chest. Exhale and bow. Inhale, arms sweep up. We have one more. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, the chest is gonna reach up to a cobra. Nice. As you exhale, let's come back up through all fours, and then we'll sit back through child's pose. Right, and once you get into child's pose, let your forehead rest into the mat. Right, or child's pose or puppy pose, whatever works for you. Imagine the breath moving into the low back, the space of the low back, the ribs, the sides of the waist. And then the tension. The tension rolls out the neck, the head to the forehead and off into the mat, right? Letting go of it all. Next inhale, let's go ahead and rise back up to all fours. Good. From here, we're going to make our way back to down dog. Lots of down dogs today as our transition. So again, anytime you need to stick out of down dog, you come to your all fours or your puppy pose. Couple breaths in down dog. Beautiful. From here, on your inhale, let's reach the left leg up to the sky. As you exhale, we're going to bend the left knee, open the hip. Try and stay squared in the shoulders. So our left shoulder tends to want to pop open because it feels good, right? But we want to square it back down. Nice big stretch in the front of your left hip. And then however it gets there, left foot's going to step forward between the hands. Good. From there, we pivot and plant the right heel down so it's parallel. The outside edge of the mat. We're going to cartwheel the arms up and open, warrior two. Beautiful. Yeah. So your left knee tracks between the second and third toe. Our right leg is nice and strong. And we're not letting the right hip pop forward. We want to send it back. Right? And then the tailbone curls down a little bit. Extend nice and long through the arms. Beautiful. Keeping everything super, super active. Beautiful. From here, left elbow comes to the knee. Right arm might reach up to the sky. You can also swing alongside the ear or come to your low back. Right, we're going to go through some more heart openers. So maybe today you take your hand to the low back if you need that extra opening. Imagine you're between two panes of glass, right? Pane of glass in the front body, pane of glass on the back body. You're nice and even between the two panes. Right, so then your right shoulder isn't rolling too far forward that it might touch a pane of glass. Right? You want to lean it back. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come back up. Warrior two. Legs stay just as heavy. Beautiful. Good. Exhale. Hands release to the mat. We step back to down dog. Take a moment, feel and breathe. And then we inhale the right leg to rise. As you exhale, bend the right knee, open the hip. Again, we try and stay square in the shoulders. And we extend the right foot back behind. However it gets there, right foot steps forward between the hands. Pivot and plant the left heel down. We cartwheel the arms up and open to warrior two. Right, so now we get heavy into our right leg, gazing out over the right fingertips. Beautiful. Keeping your left hip, not letting it come forward, sending it back. Keep everything nice and active. Right, this is warrior pose. It's not a relaxing pose. We want to be active, we want to be strong. Then we want to soften with our breath. Being able to hold the pose a little bit longer than we think we can. Beautiful. Now the right elbow comes to the right knee. Left arm might reach up to the sky, or it can also come to the low back or sweep alongside the ear. Beautiful. Again, we're pretending we're between two panes of glass. You got it. Nice big breaths. From here, we'll inhale, back up, warrior two. Legs stay just as low as they are. You got it. Exhale, hands release to the mat. I'll step back to a down dog. On the inhale, let's rock forward to plank. Exhale, we lower to the belly. Inhale, the chest will rise to cobra. As you exhale, we'll come through all fours and then down dog. Beautiful. Switching sides. Left foot will step forward between the hands. So you can step it forward. You can reach your left leg up and then take a step forward, whatever works for you. From here, we pivot and plant the right heel down, coming back into a warrior two stance just for a moment. You can let your hands stay on the hips. All right, now the left hand is going to come to your shin, your ankle, or maybe you take a block or whatever you have and place it on the outside edge of your left foot. From there, we straighten the left leg. Right arm reaches up. We come into a triangle position. Nice. Again, we keep lengthening through the sides of the waist. And if you want the shoulder opener, right hand comes to your low back. And as you're in your triangle position, we're still keeping both legs active. So the legs scissor towards one another without actually moving them. And you root down through the mound of your right big toe. Right, so you're not leaning to the outer edge of the foot only. Beautiful. From here, we re-bend through the left knee. We're going to travel now. Right hand comes to your hip. You're going to walk your fingertips or your prop out on a diagonal to the left. Yep. Keeping your right foot turned open, we're then going to start to sweep that right leg up to the sky. Keep hugging the belly, and that'll help protect your low back. And then maybe your right arm reaches up. You got it. Take your time. Take a couple steps to get there. If you fall out of the pose, you come right back in. Right, so our right toes are turned open. It's basically like we're in warrior two or a triangle pose, but our legs lifted. Right, gaze down at the ground for balance. If you are a master of this pose, you can bend your right knee, grab hold of your foot or ankle, and then lean back. Right, but you don't have to do that. It's totally just an option. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take a big step back with our right foot again. Down dog. Beautiful, beautiful job. We'll take a nice break between the sides. Couple deep breaths. And then we switch. So however it gets there, right foot's going to step forward between the hands. Right, we pivot and plant the left heel down for a moment. Come up to warrior two just for a second. Hands come to the hips. Let yourself get heavy. Good, now your right hand will either come to your shin, to the ankle, or if you have your prop, you place it on the outside edge of your right foot. And then we straighten the right leg. The left arm reaches up, you lean back. If you want the shoulder opener, the left hand comes to your low back. Nice big deep breaths. Good, and if it hurts your gaze to look up towards the sky, look towards your right foot. Good, from here we rebend through the right knee, right? Now the fingertips will walk out on a diagonal to the right. If you have a prop or something that moves with you. And then we're gonna take a couple steps forward with the left foot, and then we lift our left leg up, right? This is called half moon pose. In Sanskrit, it's Ardha Chandrasana. Left arm might reach up to the sky, right? Or if you have the availability, you can bend your left knee, grab hold of the left foot, and then kick the foot back. Now, if you feel any cramping in your right hip, and I know some of us will, because I do, you're gonna bend your right knee, pull the hip back, and then kick the left leg, right? So having the bend in the knee and pulling the hip back helped a lot. Beautiful. From here, we step forward, forward fold. Ooh. Give your legs a little break. Let yourself hang. Sometimes I like to bend my knees enough to just let my elbows rest down on the knees and just take a little sway side to side. Right, bend the knee. Beautiful. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, the arms are going to reach all the way up to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Nice. Inhale, arms rise. We just have 3 more standing poses. Exhale, hands come to the hips. We take a big step back with our right foot going into warrior 1. So your right toes are pointed more to the front of the mat than they would be in a warrior 2 stance. Now the hips are squared with the front of the mat. Inhale, the arms rise. Beautiful. Hang out here, squeeze your legs together, squeeze your right butt. Maybe you even look up towards your hands, or your hands might even touch overhead. I don't know if you guys can see my hands, but you can also take the hands and allow them to touch overhead. The shoulders are tight. Arms out to your cactus. Good. And then we're going to move it again. Fingertips are now going to walk out in front of the left foot. Come to the ball of your right foot. And we lift our right leg up, standing split. So similar to when we're in down dog and we do the hip opening and like we bend the knee and all that kind of stuff. When we're in a standing split position, our right hip tends to be higher than the left, just because that's what our body naturally does, right, to compensate. So bend the left knee, let your right hip drop, and you'll feel the hip square, right? And then if you can keep the hip squared, you straighten the left leg. But if not, keep the left knee bent. You're still getting an awesome hamstring stretch. If not, it's even safer than having a straight leg. Ooh, the nice full breaths. Kick that right leg a little bit straighter, back behind. Doesn't matter how high. Just want it kicking back, 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 back. And then step forward. Again, give yourself a moment. And then we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big step back. We're going right to the other side with the left foot. Left foot steps back. On the inhale, arms reach up, warrior 1. right? Taking your arm variation that feels good for you. Squaring the hips to the front of the mat. Beautiful. From here, we switch, well, we're not switching sides, but we're going to do it on this side. Fingertips come forward of the right foot. We come to the ball of the left foot, and then we're going to lift our left leg up. Right? Just come into the general form, and then I'll walk you through the adjustments. Yeah, good. From here, you're going to lift from the inside edge of your left leg up to the sky. Yeah, like the inside seam. And then we bend the right knee, pull the right hip back, let the left hip drop. Right? And that's how we square the hips. And then we kick the right leg back instead of up. Imagine I could serve a cup of tea off your low back without it spilling. That's how even we want the hips. Keep reaching the chest forward. Beautiful. Another full inhale, and then when we exhale, step forward. Beautiful job. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Exhale, down dog. We inhale to plank. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Beautiful. And now we'll take a rest in down dog. Right? Again, if down dog is too much, you stick with your child's pose or all fours. Beautiful. From here, we'll inhale to rise up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, feet will walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Good. Inhale, arms are going to reach all the way up. As you exhale, hands come to your heart. Awesome. So now we're going to take a balancing pose, but it's also a really beautiful hip stretch as well. So if you need a wall, you can come to stand at a wall, right, or something to balance on your hands. So essentially it's a balancing pigeon pose. It sounds harder than it is. So from here, you're gonna sit your hips back into a chair pose, right? Just a very little one, right? So normally we might get a little deeper, just a little nice bend in the knees. I'm gonna take our right ankle, cross it over the left knee, right? So again, sometimes we even do this lying down, right? Right ankle over the left knee. You also can take your left hand to the sole of your right foot and press the hand into foot and foot into hand, giving yourself traction. Right hand can come to your right inner thigh. You might press it inward, right? You roll the thigh inward. You breathe. Your gaze can be towards the ground to help keep balance. Yeah, good. Beautiful. And then if you're wherever you are, I want you to lift your right butt up a little bit, like stick it up and back. Ugh, yeah, nice stretch. And then we come on up. Shake the legs out. Good. That one is so good to do if you've been sitting at your desk for a while too during the day. So take breaks to do that. Or your desk or your couch if you're working from home, maybe your bed. All right, we switch sides. The left ankle is going to come over the right knee. And again, sitting the hips back, right? You can get low Right hand can come to the sole of the foot. Left hand can come to your left inner thigh and you press it downward, giving yourself traction. It's a really cool feeling if you can do it. Right? Some people might even be able to bring their elbows onto the shin. They can sit low enough. Right, but don't push it if it's not in your cards today. Nice, good job. Good, we'll take another deep breath in. My hips have had enough. Exhale, release, good. Perfect, let's forward fold. We'll take one more vinyasa and then we'll start to slow it down. We'll make our way to the mats. And on the inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, back to a down dog. On the inhale, we roll to plank. Exhale, you lower to the belly. Inhale, the chest is going to rise up to cobra. Good, then we come back up through all fours. Perfect. Left foot steps forward between the hands. Now you have an option here, and let the hips get heavy. You can walk your right knee as far back as it comfortably can. Right, the other option is to plant the right palm. Left arm is going to reach up, reach back, and then you bend your right knee. You can just keep reaching for hand and foot, right? Or maybe you can actually grab hold of it at some point, even if it's just the tip of the toe. Gaze is either towards the sky or down towards the ground if the neck is bothering you. Nice full inhales, deep exhales. And then very slowly release hold of that foot. Come back through all fours. And we switch sides. Nice big step forward with the right foot. Either stay here, walk your left knee back as far as you comfortably can. We plant the left palm down. We reach our right arm up to the sky, back. Maybe you bend the left knee. You don't even have to grab the left foot to get a stretch, right? That's just another, you can reach, you can reach. Good. And if it's too much of a stretch, you can always stick your butt back and come out of the pose a little bit. If you at all feel a cramp in your hamstring while you're doing this, I want you to let go of that foot. Don't even go there today. Good, and then we release. Beautiful. Let's come back, and then we'll come to lie completely flat on our back. Good. Come to lie down. I think we have time to do a bridge pose or two or three. So we're going to lie completely flat, but the soles of the feet are going to be on the ground. From here, it's going to be a little funny to explain, but bear with me. I want your elbows to come to the sides of the waist. Right? So my explanation would be, pretend you're like a T-Rex holding a shoebox out in front of your belly. Where for the sake of making it personal, like my dog has the tiniest, littlest arms, so we call him a T-Rex. So we say, pretend like you're Wyatt holding a shoebox. From here, you're going to shimmy your shoulders underneath you. And press down through the back of the head so you have a curve in the back of the neck, right? You don't want a flat neck. If you want that curve, it's supposed to be there. Okay, just a natural one. From there, without actually moving your feet, you're dragging them towards your butt. And then we start to lift the hips up to the sky, one vertebrae at a time. And then once you're at the top, right, you still squeeze your heels towards the butt. That way we're making sure we're strengthening through our hamstrings and our glutes. Keep pressing down through the elbows. Chest is open, again, pressing down through the back of the head. Taking another full breath in. As you exhale, very slowly, we roll down all the way. Take a nice big full inhale and exhale. And then we're going to do that again. As you inhale, we curl the tailbone under, drag your feet towards the butt without moving them to lift the hips. Elbows still stay digging down into the mat. Right, back of the arms are strong. Even the back of the head is pressing down. Take a full inhale at the top. As you exhale, peeling down again, one vertebrae at a time. Full inhale and exhale at the bottom. Last time we inhale, peel the hips up, pressing down into the feet, elbows, back of the head. Breathing. Take another full inhale. And as you exhale, very slowly peeling the hips back down. Beautiful. Now we take one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Your feet come mat width distance apart. And then let the knees knock in towards one another. Feel the breath. Maybe you tune in so much so that you could feel the heartbeat. And then we'll take the arms out to a T or to cactus, and we windshield wipe the knees from side to side. And we'll let the knees stay to the left. Take your left ankle and cross it on top of the right knee. Or you can just stay with the knees to the side. That's perfectly fine too. Come back through center and then let the knees knock over to the right. Right ankle might come on top of the left knee. Let's come back up through center. And let's get a nice stretch in our hamstring. So extend the left leg long on the mat as your right knee hugs in towards the chest. Then you hold on to the back of the right leg and press your hands into leg, leg into hands. can point and flex your foot or circle your ankle around. And then bend the right knee into the chest and let your right knee cross all the way over to the left. Get a nice twist and adjustment for the spine. Then we come back through center and we switch. Let your right leg come long onto the mat. Left knee is going to hug in, and then you hold onto the back of the left leg. When you flex a foot or circle your ankle around. Good, and then we'll bend the left knee into the chest. And then we cross it all the way over to the right. Let the shoulders relax down. Nice, and then from here we come back up through center. And you take a happy baby, grabbing onto the outside, inside, or even the big toes. Gently rocking yourself a little side to side. And then when you're ready, in your very own time, we will lower all the way down for Shavasana. We'll take about 4 minutes here just to relax and to breathe. Again, maybe you use this as a time to come back to your affirmation and use this time as a meditation, a breathing meditation, right? So as you inhale, you say, I am. And as you exhale, you say your affirmation. So you inhale, I am. You exhale, strong, beautiful, radiant, whatever it may be. And just let yourself rest in the beauty of your practice, the beauty of your affirmation. We're going to take another minute just to focus on the breath. Feel your deep inhale, full deep exhale. Very, very, very slowly start to awaken the body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle the toes. Stretch your arms and stretch the legs. Rock the head side to side. And then hug the knees into the chest. And then coming to roll all the way off onto one side, make your way back up to a comfortable seated position with your eyes closed. Your hands will come to your heart center. And as you go into the rest of this beautiful day and into the rest of the weekend, keeping your affirmation with you, know that it is already true. It's a quality that you already have and are. And our practice is one way to really let that instill into every cell of our body, into our hearts. And send yourself so much love and gratitude for taking the time today to move, to set your affirmation, to let it all work into your heart and body. And in honor of our time together this morning, I'll gently sing the sound of Om one time. You may sing along in your own home or own space, or just listen. And I'll take a full breath in. And bow your head to your very own heart. I thank you all so much for joining me with this morning. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.